It's the beginning of time of the Radio Control podcast. If dinosaurs were still around, they'd listen to it. It's Abi and Dave live from Abby's office.
Sure is. Welcome.
Oh, we're starting.
Yeah, well, why not, I reckon, eh? You reckon?
Yes.
Welcome to episode 3.
4.
Living in the past.
Episode 4.
Yeah, no, that'll happen. Welcome along on YouTube if you're listening on YouTube. Welcome along on iTunes if you're that way inclined. Maybe you have downloaded it and now you're listening in the shower. Cool. Maybe someone said they did their laundry to it.
Oh.
Which is great. I reckon that's what it's for, pretty much.
Get the housework done
Yep.
and listen to us chatting.
If I had half-hour showers, I'd probably listen to this.
Hello.
And if it wasn't
There.
me saying it in the first place. Yeah.
Showers are so yum.
Oh, yeah. What?
I don't like baths.
No, like, they're a treat, but I couldn't bath every day.
They gross me out.
Because you're sitting in your own
Filth.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
So, some of my relatives live on a farm, kind of, like a small farm.
Yes.
They're from the Hawke's Bay. And, you know, on farms, obviously, there's, like, water restrictions and things like
Yeah.
that. And they don't have a shower, they only had a bath in their house. And what they'd do, because they couldn't use too much water, there's my uncle and my auntie and 2 cousins. One's kind of my age and one's a little bit older. They would fill up the bath and they would go one after the other into the bath with the same water. And Uncle always got the last bath. I don't know, he just decided that he was okay with being in there last. But, you know, the kid would get in and have his bath and get out, and the next person would get in the same water and have his bath and get out, and the next person would get in the same water and have their bath and get out. And
That's country life.
That's country life. And I partook in those sort of baths every once in a while if I was staying.
Yeah.
You know, I'd do the same. So, you know, don't complain about your own filth when sometimes you have to follow 3 other people's filth, you know?
Crack up time.
Yeah, good times at the old homestead.
That's so funny. And that's bath life.
That's bath life. I'm about to move to a house that has a bath. I haven't had a bath at my house in a long time.
You're going to move into the bathhouse?
Yeah, so it's about a month
The
away.
San Francisco bathhouse?
Yeah.
No.
So probably, no, not actually that one.
Not actually, I tricked
So
you.
I imagine there'll be some baths in my near
Yeah,
future. Yeah.
bathhouse life.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of water,
Yeah.
I went to the lagoon yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Which is a body of water.
Water levels have dropped like crazy.
Yeah.
Mum was telling me that they think it's because of the earthquake, that there might be a leak in the lagoon somewhere.
Is that how it works?
Sewer. And I just think it's because there's been no rain.
Probably that is. Yeah, I would imagine.
But it's dropped like crazy.
It does though. I remember it because my nana still lives really close to there, and
Yeah.
we'd go stay at Nana's, and I'm getting real nostalgic.
Yeah,
this
you
one,
are.
And walk around the lagoon, but it was always up and down. It was never
Oh, this
same.
is really down. Like it's like this far out from the rocks.
Yeah. You can walk into where you'd usually be
Not allowed.
wet ankles.
I've jumped in the lagoon before. Have you?
No, but I've canoed in the lagoon or kayaked in the lagoon.
I'd love to do that.
And my cousin fell in trying to catch an eel with his bare hands. Same cousin who,
Yeah, bath.
yeah, the bath cousin.
Crack up. There was a baby swan with fishing line all trapped around it.
Oh,
And it was freaking out. And so I jumped in to try and save it. But the mum, like, spazzed out at me and took the babies away. I was like, you're going to kill your baby and it's going to be on you.
yeah. I tried.
I tried.
You should feel good about trying.
Wet
and don't feel
pants.
bad
It was
that you-
cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's an update on the lagoon.
So if you've got any spare water, and you're thinking, what can I do with this? Where can I put it? Chuck it in the lagoon. They'll be much appreciated.
You're only allowed to catch one trout a day in the lagoon. I don't think I'd want to catch any trout from the lagoon.
I wouldn't mind catching them, but I wouldn't be eating them.
Oh yeah, that.
Mm.
Let's. How much is a fishing license?
I don't know, but I think I don't know how heavily it's policed.
Wow, you got to follow the rules anyway.
But you should follow the rules.
I want to get one, and for sure.
Let's put even words. I got my stuff on my phone today.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm not just checking my text.
I have mine on the rubbish bin down there. Do you have something to talk about?
You've got heaps, so maybe we should start with yourself.
I have 4.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll start.
Now that I've ticked the lagoon off the list, I did have 5.
Okay. No, that's about how many I had as well. Hitchhiking.
Oh, yes.
So recently, there's been some people that were beat up whilst hitchhiking. Actually, left with broken bones and stab wounds after hitchhiking. I just read today, actually, that it might be connected with another murder in Christchurch or something, which is pretty gruesome and yuck. But I wanted to ask, do you pick up? Do you have any
No.
experience with hitchhikers?
Don't. I say no.
You say no to hitchhikers?
On my scooter, I say.
Well, yeah, obviously.
No, I've never done it, and I've never picked anyone up. Like, my mum has once, but I wasn't there. But they kind of stopped the car, and they were late for a ferry, so that was that. But I haven't done it, and that scares me.
Same. I don't fancy it, doing it myself. But
I mean, if I was desperate.
That's the only case I could see me wanting to do it is, if I was a bit desperate for a ride. But, nah, it doesn't appeal to me.
It's scary.
I had friends who did it a bit, because it was kind of the lifestyle they led. And, nah,
And also, I'm bad at making small talk.
Yeah.
So if I did
What about if
get
you had a
picked
friend? Hitchhiking with a friend?
Nah.
Still not keen?
No.
Stories like the one I just said is why it's a bit scary.
It's scary, and it might just happen every once in a while, but still
But that could
happens.
be, you're rolling the dice, yeah.
No, not a fan.
No, neither. Some of my friends who used to do it weren't the nicest smelling people either, so I would hate to have picked someone up and be like, oh, now I have to sit in this car with this person.
I think when you're picking up a hitchhiker, you can say, all right, enough now, out you hop.
Just like, if they were like going to Wellington and you were going to Wellington, you didn't like them, you'd be like, I got to pull in here. This is where I'm stopping. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to Wellington.
No, I have to stop now. And then you just stop for a little bit, and then they get out, and then you just drive off. Because you're not going to see them again.
No.
There's some top tips.
Top tips from getting rid of a hitchhiker.
If you have to.
If you didn't know, I was playing the hitchhiker, and Dave was playing the driver. And that's small skit.
See that on Broadway very soon.
Yeah. Musical.
The musical version, yeah.
That'd be good. I vote no.
Nah, I'm not into it. But yeah, like,
have you picked anyone up?
I picked up a friend who was hitchhiking, so that's kind of
and you went, I know them.
Yeah, it's a lot different. No, I don't think so. Not that I can remember.
I think if you were a girl, which I am,
yeah,
it'd be easy to get picked up, but also scarier.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I think if I was to pick someone up, I'd more likely pick up a girl than a boy. Because boys can stab you. Girls can stab you too.
No, girls can't stab. It's against the rules.
It's like also just science.
Yeah, it is. It's science.
It's scary. But then also, about that, the people who did the beating, I couldn't do that.
No, that's it, yeah. I couldn't do that either.
And they also a killing of a hitchhiker. Couldn't do that.
No.
I'd feel so naughty.
Yeah.
And you haven't done anything to me.
You just wanted a ride. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Today, 31st of March, in 2004, Google announced that they're going to be offering a free email service known as Gmail.
I have a Gmail.
Do you?
Yeah, you're still on Hotmail, aren't you?
I'm Outlook now.
Oh, you're Outlook?
Mate.
And you got a at radio control one as well.
So all
high
the
roller.
things. So I wanted to talk about when you first make an email address, you're usually young.
Yeah.
You're usually...
Well, I think that's a very our generation type. Well, I mean, from now, it's true.
Yeah.
Before our generation,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, but, talking about us right now.
Yeah, okay.
It's all about us.
Okay.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Usually, if you're not a wise elder who goes, I'll leave my name
Yeah.
at hotmail.com,
Yeah.
at gmail.com. I didn't do that.
I've had 4.
Oh, I've got multiple, eh?
Yeah.
What was your first email address?
So my first one, I would have been... I'm going to say like 13, maybe.
Yeah, I
maybe
reckon.
younger even. And it was skatey900 at hotmail.com. Because I fancy myself a bit of a skateboarder. I wasn't in any... Well, I mean, I skateboarded. That's all it takes to be a skateboarder. But I was definitely not very good. And I couldn't do a 900, that's for sure.
What's a 900? Oh, turning around
Lots
lots
of spins,
times.
yeah. But that was
Skatey
me.
900.
And then I had plenty of embarrassing... Well, I had plenty of, like, nonsensical ones in between, which I'm not going to mention. And then now I'm just my name.
Yeah.
Like my surname and my middle name and stuff. Like my whole name.
Yeah.
At Gmail. The, like, grown-up male.
That's what one of my old
pretty much
sisters,
what it stands for.
One of my old sister's boyfriends was like, you need to get a Gmail because that's an adult
Stands
thing.
for grown-up male.
And I was like, no, I ain't getting that.
Abigail Symes at gmail.com.
Abigail Evelyn Symes at gmail.com.
Yeah.
That's not what it is. I had Home and Away big fan.
Home and Away big fan.
That doesn't even make sense, really. But that's what it was.
That's the first one.
Second. My first one I still use today.
Yeah.
It's like toucan, but not spelt right.
Is that because you had
I think it's because...
colourful hair?
No,
Or
I
you wouldn't have
didn't.
back then?
I had it when I brought it. I brought that email address when I was a child. I don't know what happened, why I chose that. Anyway, Home and Away big fan, which I let my friend Nathan use because his parents didn't let him have an email address. And then
That's great,
my other one was Hot Pie Good Kai at hotmail.com.
That's great.
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
But I just think it's really funny. It is funny.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends have like Panic at the Disco Fall Out Boy lyric ones.
Yeah.
Like Strike Up the Band at hotmail.com.
I remember one of my friends had damn, I left my wallet at hotmail.com. Like he left his wallet at Hotmail using the at as like another word. But he it's gonna be, I hope he listens. He knew damn wasn't just like DAM, but he thought it was like lamb.
No.
Like he got it mixed up in his head. Like, and it wasn't that he actually thought it was spelled DAMB, but for some reason in his head he was like DAMB. Yeah, that's right because it's spelled weird, but he forgot there's an N. Damn. That's why he was thinking, I need another letter. Oh, what is it? And then I must have done it quickly. Like I don't.
I would do that.
Yeah, I'm not calling him stupid for it. It's just a funny thing. So there's damn I left my wallet at hotmail.com or damn I left my wallet at hotmail.com. Email that one. He probably still uses that. No, he definitely doesn't.
That's so great.
I can't remember any more at this point, but there's always some good ones.
Oh, I love it. And then it's the embarrassing thing of if you're still using it, you have to give it to people.
Yeah. That's why I got a new one.
But mine also, you can now make it that you can get emails from other accounts come to one account. So I have my absymes@outlook.com come to my toucan.
You're going to get so much fan mail now.
I know. Please write into me.
That's why I specifically didn't say mine.
I say it because I get so much spam it doesn't even matter. I don't want free drugs and I don't want my penis to be bigger.
No.
And also someone hasn't been a match to me.
And also, I don't really care that you're dying and that your mum needs money and that you could
call me heartless.
Yeah, call me heartless. I don't really believe you. And I don't think that if I deposit $100 into your account that in a week you can give me $10,000. I don't believe it.
I don't think it's true.
No. So
life.
So if you're gonna spam, what was it? Abigail Symes at Outlook?
No, Abby Symes at outlook.com.
Send your spam that way.
pc@radiocontrol.org.nz. No one emails me. So that'd be.
Do you want us to sign you up to some like newsletters and stuff?
Yeah.
To subscribe you to stuff.
All right. Let's have another topic.
Should we move
Sexy
right along?
transition, eh? What have you got on your list of topics now?
Okay, I'm going to start with the did you know, and then I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Did you know there are more pet tigers in Texas than there are wild tigers in India?
Is that real?
That's real.
Let's crack up. Texas is a very big place, though.
So is India.
Oh.
And you'd hope that there were more wild animals than cat.
I just think classic Texas having pet tigers.
Yeah, and so I was going to ask, like, you've had quite a few pets and some strange-ish ones, but still they're ones that people,
ducks.
Yeah. So yeah, ducks are like, oh, well, you have ducks, but not like what? So what if you could pick one, like real exotic pet to have? What would you want?
Probably a hedgehog.
That's not exotic.
No, but an African
hedgehog.
An African pygmy hedgehog would be the ultimate.
Oh yeah.
But
sorry, I don't know. You actually had some research behind that.
Oh yeah, I do, because I want one, and I was picking up ones from the garden, and Mum was disappointed. But actually, not as pointy as you think.
No,
I love to hold them.
If you can stroke them and the points go backwards.
I like them.
Yeah.
Oh, I washed one, and it shook like a dog. It's so cute.
Yeah, I can remember, like, when I was a kid, like, parents always said, like, don't touch them because they're real.
I don't think they're real germy. Like a dog's mouth is germier than a whole hedgehog, I reckon.
Dogs' mouths are cleaner than our mouths.
That's what I say to my mum when I let my dog lick my mouth.
Yeah.
But then Pippa nibbles on Lenny's bum.
Yeah, but the fact remains they're cleaner than our mouths, so...
Thanks for supporting me on that one,
you.
because...
I also get affectionate with dogs like that sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
I like share my sandwich with Pip.
Yeah.
Anyway, what animal would you have? Maybe a armadillo or a kiwi.
Yeah, good options. Kiwi would be a bit boring.
I think you choose...
They are the same as my old shoes.
Yeah, but new. Yeah. Anyway. A kiwi would be boring. Yeah, it would.
Well, because it'd only be awake at night.
I'd want to nibble on its beak.
Okay. I would, like, if I could have any. It would be just already there for me, sorted, done.
Yeah.
Having an elephant would be cool. They seem like really intelligent and like they actually are real friendly and get to know people and stuff. But that's a bit ridiculous because I couldn't just have an elephant at home. So if I could domesticate an animal so that it could just be at my house, I reckon a meerkat would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
If it wasn't vicious and wanted to hurt me.
Emus.
Emus?
I'd never have an emu. Do you know they make this real weird sound like a bucket?
What sound do buckets make? Like hitting a bucket?
Hit a bucket.
Okay.
It's so creepy. I know you didn't say emu, but I was thinking about what animals I wouldn't want.
Mm. And meerkat though, right?
I love birds, but I'd hate an emu.
Because they do that thing where they stand and they're like, yeah.
You can't see it if you're listening, but I'm being a meerkat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun question. Good job.
Thank you.
I think an armadillo would be fun.
I was just trying to think of like zoo animals and what I'd pick from them.
I mean, my ideal animal would be a goat, but I'm not allowed it. Mum said she'd kick me out of home.
So move out and get a goat.
I know, but I don't think I could even look after myself, let alone a goat.
Or like a zebra, and you could like having a horse, but like, yeah,
Deception. They're so sassy. I wouldn't want a hippo. They are nasty.
Scary. You see that thing with the thing and the people had a pet hippo though, and it walked around the house?
Cute.
Yeah.
There was a dog on Oprah with no front arms and it walked on its back legs like a person. Speaking of that.
Yeah? Have you got something to follow from that? It's amazing.
Yeah, the Cranberries. Do you remember them? Zombie!
Yep. Zombie, yeah.
In 1999, they announced that tickets to their show... Today, they announced in 1999 that tickets to their American tour would only be sold on the internet.
Were they like the first band to only have...
I don't know. It's just was there, and it made me think. Do you remember the internet?
Like
when it first came?
When it came along, yeah, I do. Dial-up and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't alive when it actually was invented.
No,
but I remember
but getting
when
it.
it was... Yeah, I remember getting a house without it and getting it at our house. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
It was always... back then it was like, you had to convince your parents as to why they would need the internet, especially if they had it at work. It's like, well, I need to do is at work. I got it at work. It's fine. I can email at work, you know. And so it was like you had to justify the reason for getting it at home.
So crack up. There was a information video that came with it. A video about it. I think it was even a DVD.
About the internet.
About getting the internet. I remember listening to it, and Rue, my big sister Katrina, and Dad getting a little bit tense trying to set the internet up. It was crack up.
I read today as well, for more of the sort of today in history type things from the internet, another one, that Pirate Bay that does torrents, their oldest still hosted torrent has today turned 10 years old.
Wow.
And it was an ebook of like the 10 secret recipes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's the oldest still surviving torrent on Pirate Bay, and it's 10 years old. So that, I guess, officially makes them 10 years old.
Yeah.
Although they have been around longer.
But all gone.
Some of them, have been taken down.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Internet's getting old.
I love the internet.
There's people now that just have grown up with
just
it
the internet
their entire life.
And not even dial-up.
They're not even, had broadband their entire life. You pick up
the phone and it goes, rah!
Or you pick up the phone and you've disconnected from the internet.
Oh, yeah.
You either need a separate phone line for your internet, or
oh my gosh,
when they pick up the phone, it drops.
And it was so slow.
And you're trying to download a song off LimeWire, and the internet drops out, and then you turn it back on, and the song restarts, and you.
Oh my god!
And like one song would take like half an hour or
one
more.
One page to load would take like a minute.
Pictures would load with like a
strip
at a time.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. I think we have just grown like used to having fast internet. But if you put kids today back at when it was dial-up.
Oh, if you put me back when it was dial-up, I'd get incredibly frustrated.
I'm saying kids like,
but kids that have never seen it would be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've taken this for granted because...
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, if something doesn't load now, you're like, ah! But it just didn't load. Imagine trying to watch YouTube videos like we do now on dial-up.
You just
Screw that. You actually couldn't. Because you'd have to watch it and it would load a little bit. And then to make it load more, you'd watch it back from the beginning. Yeah,
I remember streaming a video was real. You wouldn't really do that. You'd rather download a video because then you can just wait until it's got to the end.
We didn't download it at my house because it would get a virus.
Oh, yeah, true.
Was your family always afraid of getting viruses?
Yeah. We had good virus protection, though. But still, we got them all the time.
My grandma still today, anyway. I love her. But she is terrified of getting a virus on her computer.
Just get her a Mac.
I know. Did you ever, speaking of childhood, did you ever try and put No Tears shampoo in your eyes?
No. No, I don't even think we had No Tears shampoo.
You know the stuff though.
I know the stuff you mean. I don't think we had it.
No Tears. And I was like,
I feel like,
all right.
Yeah.
Ah, it does hurt. And then everyone on Tumblr is saying, it says no tears, but they mean no tears in your hair. Like,
no, it was definitely about getting it in
I
your
reckon
eyes.
Too, but that's what everyone on Tumblr was saying. And I was like,
they
really?
advertised that, I'm pretty sure, that it was about your eyes.
no tears, and it didn't
I
work.
reckon that's them like covering their ass when they realise that actually it does
hurt. Oh yeah, it was meaning tears in your hair.
Obviously.
It did hurt, and that's what I was thinking about in the shower when I got shampoo in my eye.
Yeah.
I hate getting soap in my eyes. It so hurts.
Yeah.
Ouch, I'm thinking about it now. Soap in your mouth is horrific too. Did you ever get your mouth washed out with soap when you were a kid? This is the like nostalgic edition.
Yeah, but it was because I stole something. The punishment didn't fit the crime. But I stole soap. So.
Did you steal from a shop?
I stole from a chemist. Do you remember
That's so naughty.
Do you remember those like little balls that you put in the bar?
Yeah, full of like liquid stuff. Yeah.
I stole one of them, and because of that I got my mouth washed out with soap. Well, at least I remember
How
this.
do parents do that? Open your mouth. Fuck that. Sorry for using a bad word, but I used to get my mouth washed out with soap for swearing and like talking back.
It happened often.
Yeah, and it was horrific.
Yeah, it wasn't nice, but I'm starting to think that is such a ridiculous thing that maybe I made it up in my mind.
What, stealing one of those oil things?
No, I definitely stole the thing. I remember stealing the thing. I wonder whether I made up the fact that I got my mouth washed out with soap.
No, I feel like you would have.
Yeah, because that's ridiculous, right?
No, I feel like you would have got your mouth washed out with soap.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes me mad. And then once we were at my grandma's house, and I don't know, they didn't have soap. No, they would have, but I don't know what happened. Anyway, Mum wanted to make me suffer, so she put bacon bits on my tongue because I think she thought it was going to be spicy. But that's still so mean. That's torture, isn't it?
It's a little bit, but I mean...
it's so nasty.
When you can't hit your kids, what else are you going to do, eh?
You could hit your kids then.
Yeah, you could actually. Did you know the weight of spiders... sorry, what do you like with insects?
I don't.
Not a big fan?
No, okay, I don't like. Whoa.
The weight of insects eaten by spiders each year outweighs the human population.
That's good.
Yeah, it means you're getting rid of the human population worth of insects each year from
I don't
spiders.
like spiders, though.
But you know what else it means? Is that the spiders are getting that much
meat.
food. So
and it also means is
bulking
that
up.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it. I don't like spiders.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of insects, eh?
Like, to the point where I'll stop. If one's on the floor, I'll stop and go, nope.
Like, yeah, I'm not going to scream and run away, but I'm like, I don't want that on me or to be near it. I'm just a little bit of a jump, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll deal with this. If it was running at me, I'd be screaming and running away.
There's supposedly like a spider as big as a dinner plate, and it'll chase you till it gets you.
Yeah, I saw that. You won't like this. I saw it on the internet, and there's a spider about the size of your hand, right? This big on a wall, and someone was sort of like, there's someone there, and they were videoing it, and they'd like touch it and make it move. You know how you do? Like, touch the spider and make it move, and they touched it and made it move, and they touched it and made it move again, and they got close to it again, and then you see the video, the spider jumps on the person, jumps at the camera.
Ah!
Yeah.
Nah.
And it's this size.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
So.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
We don't have that, though, in New Zealand. Don't go to Australia.
I couldn't,
They've got the dinner plate ones, I believe, over there.
Nah, I don't. No.
I don't like the idea, and I guess it doesn't matter when you're sleeping because you won't wake up. I don't like the idea of them being around me while I'm sleeping.
No. Sorry, I just cannot. I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much.
Who was I talking to?
I can't even look at pictures of them.
I was talking to someone, this is kind of, like, this is me thinking of a story and then realising another story from it. I'll tell the first one is that, like, someone went to sleep sort of in the woods-ish area, and giant weird shit ended up on their face.
No!
When they woke up.
Nah,
so
no.
I'm sorry for that one. But
I can't do
the other one's not an insect one, that's why it's
okay.
not a lead on. But what did this... Oh, I can't remember who it was. Like, you might know the story. They were, like, in their room. I think it was... Oh, I think it might have been, like, my friends from Wellington.
Oh, yeah.
They'll know the story better. I think if Tig, if you're listening, Tig, I think he told me the story.
Okay.
But they, like, they heard something in their room, and then they like, oh, how did it go? They kind of reached up and felt something furry, or whatever. And I can't remember the whole story, but there was a possum in their room, and all he did was like leave the room and close the door and left it there and went to sleep in the lounge. It might have been Tig actually, but I'll get the story off him and we'll tell you next week because it's a great story.
It's so freaky when animals come into your house. I was at the table one day when I was making balloons, and I was making a balloon, and I heard a meow, and I was like, none of our cats really meow. And it was a stranger cat, and I felt afraid. It was scary.
Oh yeah, cats can be pretty ruthless if they want to be.
But it was just a stranger cat.
Yeah.
And then Pippa chased it out. And my big sister, last weekend, she wears glasses, and she came out of the shower. She heard a bell. That wasn't one of her cat's bells. She came out of the shower, and she didn't have her glasses on. And a huge dog was standing in her house. She's like, get out! I don't...
Just invited himself in. We're nearing completion.
Okay.
We're going to start wrapping up.
Yep.
Driverless cars are going to be common by 2020.
Oh, good. That means you won't have to have your license.
Yeah, I guess so. Surely you'd still have to be able to drive if you had to. Because you'd still be sitting in the driver's seat, I'm sure. You just.
Oh, okay. I imagined
it would just be like
I imagined you'd sit in the back seat.
I wouldn't think so, because if something happened, you'd still need to have control of the car. So I imagine there's like, it's just that it is a car like today, but it just goes on. It's like the cruise control is literally.
Would it turn around roundabouts when it?
Yeah, everything I believe.
I don't know how I like that.
Maybe in town you keep more control over it, and then on the open roads you let it go because.
Let it go. Let it go.
But that's 6 years away. That's not that far away.
I'm gonna be nearly 26.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Another quick bit. It's the last day of the month.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favourite thing this month?
My favourite thing this month?
Yeah, what was my favourite thing this month?
Was that this month?
Exactly, March.
I'm going to say it was this month because I'm pretty sure it was. Getting to go on tour with Benny. Was that this month?
Oh, yeah, it was this month.
So I got to play 3 cities in 3 days, including Palmerston North to about 5,000 or 6,000 people, which was awesome. So that was probably the most fun. And my worst of the month also was from that and sitting in an airport for 10 hours.
Right.
Actually tied with doing this to my finger, so I have to keep this on my finger for a month. So
good job.
Yeah.
Well, not good job.
What are your?
I don't know.
List? Why would you ask that question and not have your ones there?
I thought you'd have a good one.
Okay, well I did.
Yeah.
But you weren't going to contribute?
I think I planned on thinking about something, but I haven't thought about it.
What about the shows this weekend just been?
I liked it.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I danced by myself.
That's okay. No, you had some support.
Amelia slowly bobbed next to me.
Yeah, that's better than no one.
But not at Gaines. At Gaines I was dancing by myself, and I thought, you know what? I'm actually pretty cool, so I'm just going to do it.
Hell yeah, just do it.
And that, my friends, was the podcast number 4.
Thanks. Subscribe down there if you're on YouTube. Subscribe over there. You can't see me doing this, but subscribe over there. To your left.
Everything.
If you're on iTunes, it's
left.
free. So why wouldn't you subscribe? Unless you didn't enjoy it, but you're wrong if you didn't enjoy it. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.